On the lathe I've got my reverse jaws in a 3-jaw self-centering chuck. I've got a little bit of kitchen towel here which catches the bits so they don't fall in or get crunched into the carriage or the lathe bed. It just protects the lathe bed. I mount the wheel here. It's nicely solidly mounted on the chuck. It's not going to give because I'm going to put quite a bit of pressure on this. Just give it a spin up. Let's make sure it's running concentrically. That's running concentrically. Now what I've done here is on the tool post I've mounted a 1/8 wide. In this case it's a parting off tool. So I mounted that, but I mounted this sideways and it's on dead center to the lathe center. I put a piece of metal in there, I spotted the center on it, then took this to the center and carefully lined it up. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a sort of makeshift what's called shaping machine, and that is, I'm not going to rotate it, this is going to hold on its own. I'm going to just cut slots into the wheel, just like this, just taking that through there. That's the first one. So I can just do 2 thou at a time, and I slowly cut a slot into the wheel. Each time I just put a couple of thou on, and I take it through. I've not clamped this chuck here, it doesn't need it. It seems to stay in the same position. I'm hoping with this handheld shot you can see it just going through there. Just like an old-fashioned shaping machine. That's it coming out the back of the front of the wheel, which is against the chuck. You see little shaves of metal coming as well as I go through. There it is. And you can see down there the shape of the keyway starting to happen. So there's the final cut into the keyway. I've tried the keyway in, the key into the keyway, and it's a tight fit, but it's fitting nice. It's going to be a snug fit. Okay, let's get the wheel off there and fit it onto the axle. Before I fit the wheel, of course, I've got to do the usual, which is to get rid of the burrs inside there off the edges, which have been created by the work I've just done on the lathe. Always remember that. Get rid of the burrs. So there's the key beginning to enter the wheel, the boss of the wheel. You can see the key, the hole there. So now the next bit is cleaning it for Loctite. Going to fit the Loctite. First of all, I'm going to clean it, but I'm going to put these gloves on first. I don't like getting the cleaner on my hands. Okay, you can use acetone. It's the same stuff that's used for removing nail polish. That'll clean it up. I like to dispense it from carburetor choke cleaner. Same stuff really. There's no difference in it. Try not to get it on the bench. Takes the paint off everything. Okay, give the shaft a good old soaking with this stuff. This can's almost out, that's why it looks a bit, takes a while to get up the spout. Give it a good old soaking. Even though it looks clean, it's been machined, it does, look how dirty it gets, pretty dirty. That's grease on it, you don't want any grease on this. Okay, no grease. Give it a second coating of this. Got to remember it's going to be on for a couple of years at least, so you might as well do it well. that. Okay, just wipe it across. You see the dirt coming off it. This is just a damp patch on the cloth. It'll be good enough. There we go. That's that clean. Now for the more difficult bit, and that's inside the hub of the wheel. Good old dosing in there. Okay, I'm going to let that dry off for a bit, and then I'll put the Loctite on into the vise. Hold it nice and rigid in the vise. Apply the old 609 Loctite. It's an old version of Loctite. I find it works really well for me. Give it a good coating. Get the old wheel on. Give it a nice smear around. Get it all worked in well and truly. Because it's cooler now, shouldn't harden up quite so quickly as it would in warmer weather. Just make sure it's resting there. And I'm going to put the key in. Give it a little smack. Okay. Turn it upwards in the vise. Keep the soft jaws on. I think you can still see it. Make sure that all comes together, right down onto the shoulder. What you got to be a little bit careful of is sometimes if you're not let this side dry enough, it'll bounce back off. That looks pretty tight. What I'm going to do now is check the back-to-back measurement. Most important measurement, make sure the wheel has gone on far enough. It should be 4 and 11/16, which my calipers are set to. And just feel that in there. It's a bit broad. This needs to be smacked a bit more. Almost there.